Boris Johnson has been backed to continue as Prime Minister despite the relentless pressure he finds himself under, with Britons warning they will turn their back on the Conservative Party if he is forced out. Mr. Johnson, who has been Prime Minister since July 2019, is facing huge pressure with a Tory backbench rebellion lurking in the wings following the Partygate scandal that has rocked Westminster. He spent the weekend on a massive charm offensive, ringing around his MPs in a desperate bid to round up support ahead of what will arguably be the most important week of his political career. The Prime Minister is braced for the findings from the Sue Gray report into Downing Street drinking parties during the COVID lockdown, which could ultimately determine his fate. Several Conservative Party MPs will wait to see what is published in the report before deciding whether to press ahead with a vote of no confidence that could see Mr. Johnson forced out. Chancellor Rishi Sunak, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, former Tory leadership hopeful Jeremy Hunt and Tom Tugendhat, who is chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, have been tipped as frontrunners if Mr. Johnson is a victim of a coup. But Britons are throwing their support behind the under-fire Prime Minister, with many warning the Conservatives will lose their vote in the next general election if he is ousted. Express.co.uk reader Gray PJ warned, no Boris, no Tory vote in the next general election. Muriel Wendy wrote, Boris still has my vote, but the Tories want if they carry on with this Boris bashing and force him to resign. Fellow Express.co.uk reader Simo69 added, Boris all day long. Anyone else and that's my vote lost straight away. I voted for Boris, not those other ones. Several other people threw their weight behind Mr. Johnson by listing some of his standout achievements since becoming Prime Minister more than 2.5 years ago. These include sealing Brexit and the UK's departure from the European Union, as well as leading the country's hugely successful COVID vaccine programme, which has now seen all restrictions lifted. Express.co.uk reader Chris666 wrote, I'm backing Boris 100%. He is the best person for the job. Just think where we would have been if he hadn't have been PM.